Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We are so close to Christmas. Today I did some Christmas baking, and then Adam made a super delicious dinner. This is one of my favorites, like out of all of them so far. So you're not gonna wanna miss this one. I hope you guys enjoy today's video, and let's get to it. So my grandma was German, and she used to make these aniseed cookies. I sort of remember them from my childhood, but my sister remembered them, and of course my dad does, and so I wanted to make some because we miss her, and I thought it would just be fun. Unfortunately, I couldn't find her recipe, but she did have this German cookbook, and I was gonna use the recipe out of there, but then I found one on All Recipes that just seemed to make more sense. So I went ahead and used that one, and I'll link that recipe down below. So I'm going to get started by mixing together my flour, baking powder, and salt, and get these all mixed up, and then we'll start on the wet ingredients. Now I'm mixing together my eggs, sugar, and flour, and it says to beat this with the mixer for 5 to 8 minutes, which was much better than the one in the book. That one said 15 minutes, and I don't have a stand mixer, so I was not about to stand there for 15 minutes and beat some eggs and sugar. But yeah, this recipe kind of weirded me out because you're supposed to leave the cookies to dry out on the counter after you cut them overnight. And I'm thinking there's eggs in here, like, are we gonna get sick? Like, I don't know. But I looked up so many recipes and they all say to do this, so I just went with it, so fingers crossed. Once I got that all mixed up, I realized my bowl was way too small. So I'm going to transfer the egg mixture into a bigger bowl and add in my flour mixture a little bit at a time and get this all mixed up. In the comments on the recipe, it does say, or a lot of people said, that they had to add more flour, and we ended up having to do that too when we were rolling it out, so just keep that in mind. I should have used the dough hooks that attached to my mixer, but I didn't even think about it, so I got a wooden spoon, and I guess I could always use an arm workout. So like I said, this dough was a little bit sticky, so we ended up adding more flour, and I am not the best baker. Like, I try, but it just seems like it always goes wrong. But I was having trouble rolling these out. This rolling pin that my dad got me, thank you, Dad. Super sweet of you. I absolutely love it, but for some reason it was not wanting to make the imprints into the dough. So Adam ended up coming in to help me, and he actually rolled out 98.5% of these and cut them out for me. So I did the mixing, he did the rolling and the cutting, and we ended up with some cookies. So once we got these all cut out, I just covered them with a towel, and we're going to leave them on the counter overnight. And tomorrow I'll be baking them, so make sure you stick around for that video so you can see how they turned out. So tonight for dinner, Adam's making his version of a Kung Pao sauce, and we're going to put this on some chicken meatballs. And oh my goodness, Adam has made a lot of Asian-inspired kind of dinners, sauces, whatever. We love Chinese food. This one was the best by far. This was so delicious, and I even told him this would be really good on ribs or something. But yeah, this turned out really good, so make sure you stick around because you're not going to want to miss this one. So we're getting started on making our sauce, and this was super easy. It is a lot of ingredients, but most Asian food has a lot of ingredients. But I'm just going to list them on the screen, and I'll have the recipe down below, because everyone is asleep and I don't want to talk for the next 10 minutes about some sauces. So make sure to check the description box for the recipe. This was so delicious. So for the meatballs themselves, we had a pound of ground chicken, which Adam was gagging over because the feeling of it in the bowl is just, it's gross. But it was delicious. So to that, we're going to add in a beaten egg with a tablespoon of soy sauce. Then we're going to add in some ground ginger and some garlic and onion powder to taste, along with some salt and pepper. And then we added in about a cup of breadcrumbs, Panko breadcrumbs. I say about because he just kind of poured them out of the bag and it looked like a cup to me, but just until it all sticks together and it'll keep its shape while you're cooking it. So to cook our meatballs, we're just going to brown these on all sides in our skillet. We have some sunflower oil in here. And we're just going to cook them until the internal temperature is 165 degrees. Once our meatballs were all browned and cooked through, we removed them from the pan, and then we're adding in 1 red bell pepper, that we just sliced up. And you can cook this as long as you want. It depends on if you like it crunchy or more mushy. We just did it for a few minutes because I like the crunch and I'm the only one actually eating them. Once our bell peppers were done, we're going to add our sauce into the skillet, and then we'll add back in the meatballs and just let this simmer for a few minutes to thicken up. And this was amazing. This turned out so good, you guys. We just had this with some green beans on the side and we served it over some jasmine rice. It was so delicious. Like, I love any kind of Asian food, but this was amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, we would love for you to join our YouTube family. So make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And we'll see you guys in the next one.